29 points from Zion tonight, tied this season high, only 23 minutes. What did you see from him on the offense?
I'm just proud of Z, the way he's handled, this coming back and his approach. He's all in, he's bought in. He and I are in a great place. For him to take on this role and understand what he's trying to do and try to accomplish. We're trying to maximize his minutes. He's doing phenomenal, and it's just the mindset, number one. Secondly, he came out and put a stamp on the game quickly. But to his credit, he made free throws, got to the rim, made the right play, was dominant out there. So fantastic job. Great to see him respond.
You talked about the last game about second half using defense to fuel your offense. How much did you kind of see that tonight as well?
Yeah, I think our defense was a big part of that win tonight. They got us out in transition. When we get stops, either it's a turnover or a rebound, we're gone. That's our best offense. I hope not to call a play. That's the goal of this whole offense, is really not to call any sets, where they can just play flow, transition, trust each other, move the ball. First quarter was fantastic. I mean, that was impressive. I think we had, let's say, 11 assists, 1 turnover in the first quarter. So the ball was moving. We lost it our way a little bit there, but I think our defense sustained us all night, and it fueled a lot of our offense.
And any update on Herb Jones?
Nothing yet. I think we'll know a little bit more tomorrow, but we're just being cautious at this time.
Coach, I'm sorry, could you just go into what exactly happened, where he got hit or anything like that? What, because it just lists as a head injury. Did you see anything?
I haven't seen the replay.
Okay.
I mean, I just know when he walked over, he got hit. He got hit at some point in the play where he finished at the rim, but I haven't seen the impact or what it was. We're just being cautious right now. He should be okay, but we'll know more tomorrow.
DQ's been pretty efficient all season, especially for a rookie. He was 8 for 8 tonight from the field. Is there anything we can take away from that, for him to, just obviously have a perfect
He made
night?
shots. He made shots. I mean, he's an efficient player, so I thought he had a good mixture of passing and scoring tonight, obviously, rebounding tonight. I think he went and got, 10?
Yep.
10 rebounds tonight. So I thought he did a good job on the board, but overall, just an efficient game. And then the corner three, knocking down the corner three is important for us. He's working on it, and to see one go through, that's great confidence for him.
Obviously, a big chunk of this was Zion had 29 points, but this was apparently a season high for the bench. What did you think of just overall? I mean, some of the guys that came in, it seemed like PV did a really nice job coming in.
PV was great. I mean, he came in, especially when Herb went out. We didn't have Bryce active tonight, so we had PV ready to go, and he stepped into the moment. Knocked down big shots. He's a big part of our defense too. We trust him on that end of the floor. That's what he does. And then to knock down and show the confidence offensively, just another spark in addition to our bench. So you never know when your night's going to be called, but step into it, be ready, and he's been doing that. I'm not surprised because of the work I've seen him do in practice. Right, he's ready for this. Bryce is ready for this. Anybody down that line, his number's going to get called. All these guys got to stay ready, and I trust every one of them. PV stepped into that tonight.
And 70 points in the paint tonight. I think he shot 34 free throws, led to 128 points. Now, in the last 8 of the 12 games, you guys have scored at least 120 points. 3-ball hasn't really been a factor. So can this be a winning formula, because you have won now 4 games in a row?
Well, it's our formula now, and so that's our identity. That's who we are right now. Obviously, we talked a lot about the 3-point line, but we just got to be great in our area and be who we are. Dominate the paint, get to the free throw line, share it when we can, get out in transition. And if it takes 70, 80 points to go win a game in the paint, that's what it takes, And really proud of the guys. They stuck with it. The mentality is get downhill and make plays, and so far they've been doing that.
And I know we talked a lot about, I think that third quarter against San Antonio was a really big quarter, 43 points, where I think he outscored him by 22. But tonight's first quarter, does that stand out in any way, kind of in comparison to that?
One of our best quarters that I can remember. I think maybe there was at Dallas. I think that there was a quarter I really liked there. San Antonio, obviously, that was a big one. I think the Houston game, we had a big quarter as well. I think today the first quarter was scripted as we want to be. The ball was moving, the defense was great, That's the standard. That's where we want to get to 48 minutes. Where I'm proud of the guys, this was a wire-to-wire win, you know, from start to finish. Held the, you know, got the lead, held the lead, kept them at bay. You know, they can get explosive. They can get out and score. So really proud of the group. Just the mentality, the way we came out. You looked at our start last game, you know, against Houston, not a great start. We challenged our group to get off to a great start, set the tone for the game, and they did.
You mentioned the good start that you guys got off to. What did you think of Carlo? It seemed like he kind of came in and was like another wave of energy.
That's why, you know, when he comes in, that's what we want. It's got to be energy, and I thought he was really good. And he's switchable for us defensively. You know, we don't have to stay in coverage with him. We can mix up our defensive coverages. He gets out and switches. He can rebound and he runs the floor with great pace, puts pressure on the rim. He's a very good screener. He's becoming a better screener too. But I think our pace immediately turns when he gets in the game. You know, you can see it with Poole as well and Jose. You know, that group can really amp up our pace when they enter.
And you kind of talked about it, but is this a game like this kind of a sign of growth where you get up early on the team and just maintain that lead where, you know, there's a lot of excitement attached to making a big comeback, but I'm guessing as a coach, it's a lot less stressful when you're trying to have a double-digit lead throughout.
Yeah, I don't want comebacks, you know. Well, I do want comebacks. I do want comebacks because that's the NBA. It's going to happen, right? So you want to be resilient and be tough there. But you also want to be a team that, you know, when someone's in your house, you throw the first punch. And we need to get there. You know, we want to be a team that throws the first punch and keeps punching. And I felt that today. We had a couple, you know, maybe lighter blows, but we were in general trying to throw some punches that landed. And I think in general, started from start to finish, we did that. So proud of the group, just the start and the way they closed it out in the fourth as well.
Okay, just from a results standpoint, 4-1-0, is it refreshing at all to the group for you guys to now be able to, you know, see it? All
Pleased
your work
but never
wins.
satisfied. Pleased but never satisfied. I think that's the mentality right now. I'm pleased with the progress. I'm pleased with these 4 games. I'm proud of the group. They're putting in the effort. But this is not, you know, pat ourselves on the back and be satisfied. That's not the process that we're talking about. You know, the goal is that every day we're pounding the rock, we're getting better, we're on to the next challenge. And, you know, we'll take the day off tomorrow and come back in Monday refreshed and eager to take on a great, you know, a very good opponent in Dallas. So more than anything, that's our motto right now. Pleased but never satisfied.
Great, thank you.
Coach.